What's up? What's up? Happy Black History Month. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wind Down Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. We are getting over the hump. And welcome on in. I'm your favorite French girl.
Hey, ladies.
And I got all my
gentlemen.
And
hey, Stacy.
Hey, girl.
Hey, ladies.
I got, oh Lord, have mercy, Jesus! I got some extra going on over here.
Diane.
Yeah, I got some feedback.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to turn my computer off. I told you I was doing tests all day. Repping them boys as always, coming in live. What's going on, Star?
Ain't nothing going on. Nothing but George Pickens. That's all.
I heard that. I heard that. We gonna get into that in a minute.
That's it.
Yeah, repping the OHIO as always from top to bottom. Welcome in, Adrian. How are you tonight, girlfriend?
I am doing swell.
Great. And last but not least, coming in off of being at that good Super Bowl.
Girl.
Welcome, Lady Mal, representing champion Patriots. Hey, Mal.
Hey, how was everybody?
Are you hanging in there? How you, Lady Mal?
Girl, I'm tired.
I know you is. I'm tired for you.
My feet still
I've
hurt.
been tired since about 9 o'clock Sunday morning when I seen y'all getting going. I'm tired for you.
Oh yeah, the whole production they put me down for some days. I was like, oh my God, I'm tired.
So did you make it to work on Monday?
I did.
Oh, okay.
Good. And did. And I got there at 7:30.
In the AM?
In the
AM.
Girl. Well, you
Yes,
was a real
I'm
trooper.
about my business now. I had to meet with some folks, and I knew I had to.
Oh, well, you had to get on up and get to the place.
Yeah, and I took it easy. Took it easy.
Well, you won't have to do that next year, girl. It's on the President's Day weekend, so you get Monday off.
Yes.
It is on. Is it Valentine's Day?
It's on Valentine's Day and President's Day. Welcome in to those that are joining us in the chat. Diane, Donna, Tina, Stacy, Denise. Welcome in, ladies. And those that are watching that's not in the chat, welcome as well. First, let's talk about the Super Bowl real quick. Congrats again, Mal, for making it. You know,
I didn't even expect all that. I'm just like, I was glad to be in that number again. But it was they dragged our asses, but I'm just saying. It's like,
it was 32 teams and only 2 of them made it, and 30 was watching from wherever. Yep. So congrats to y'all on that. Y'all ain't got no reason to hang your head.
Shout out to the Seahawks. They did their thing, man. We just collapsed. I was like, just don't give us a goose egg because I'm gonna be really pissed. But I'm just saying, we had fun the whole weekend. I love the whole Super Bowl experience. I have not yet to go to a Super Bowl, but just having it at the Hudson Grill, it's like on steroids.
It's in Atlanta next year, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was in 27 is in LA.
No, okay. Oh, that was Atlanta.
Oh, it is.
Because 27 is in LA
too, right?
So maybe is it 28 that it's in Atlanta? I know I heard Atlanta.
Yeah, that's the opposite. Well, yeah. I think it did say it was going to be over in Cali.
Is at LA, and I think 28
is Atlanta.
Yes. It's LA, then Atlanta.
Yes, it's 28 is Atlanta.
28 is Atlanta.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yep. That's
so while we talking Super Bowl, what was your lady's thoughts?
It was crazy.
I loved Bad Bunny. I thought it was a wonderful representation.
I did too. And I was sitting across from a Puerto Rican, one of my Puerto Rican friends that was there. She had tears flowing.
Oh wow.
I didn't know what he was saying. I was jamming to the music, but when I looked at her, she knew exactly what he was
Exactly
saying.
what was going
When we
on.
go to
And
the
it
hair
was,
store, we don't know what they saying either, so it don't make no difference.
no,
When I
but you
go
can
to the
tell,
Mexican restaurant and the
yeah,
Chinese
but you
restaurant,
can
I
tell
don't
what he
know.
was saying.
Was yes, very
Meaningful. Yeah.
meaningful.
Yeah, for her, it was tears flowing. And I was like, look at Estella. And everyone turned around and felt bad. But she said, I am so proud. And just looking at this, it's just, it took her to another place.
That's
And I
awesome.
mean the not just the representation of everything, and the meaning behind everything.
Yeah,
And,
exactly.
you know, each scene. Like, shout out to the producers of the halftime show of
Yes,
putting
yeah.
all that together. That was a
Yes.
lot of work,
That
and it
was
was
amazing.
great. You know what I mean? But so I loved it. Now, did we think that score was gonna be like that though?
Mm-mm.
I
I
said
didn't know it was gonna.
but I didn't think that the Seahawks would score that many points. But I did say
I didn't. I
defense.
said 17-14
Yeah.
as mine because I just knew
I
it was going to be a
said, I was
great
in the
defensive
20s, but I
game.
was like, no, ain't happening. Not today. No.
Although
ain't
you
happening.
said now Drake had to have May had to have a good game,
Yeah.
and he was doing okay the first half, but
It's the old
in the
line that they
second,
just collapsed, and he was back there looking
It's
like a
that
deer.
left side for y'all. That
But they had
left tackle.
two rookies
That
over there,
dude,
right?
yeah, the big dude from LSU, he just they carried him one time right into Drake May. I was like, dang.
Yeah, I was wondering why they
So
didn't take him
it
out.
was
But
horrible.
was that Wilson? Because I know somebody from the Seahawks had a lineman and Drake May at one point,
But
and
them
they all
Seahawks
went
to
down.
play like those guys were.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
were
But-
those two
dying.
rookies couldn't.
They was
Yeah,
all over him. I was like, man, I don't. What did he get sacked like? How many times? 6, 7?
yeah,
I think it was five or six.
5. Yeah,
It was a lot.
the other
It
thing
was.
is, that Patriots defense kept pressure on McDonald too.
oh
Yeah,
yeah, they were scoring only field goals, so that defense was
Yes.
freaking just as much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
it
defense
was
was
9-0
good.
at halftime.
he was
Mhm.
holding them to field goals, so they were still in the game, you know, with the field goals. So yeah,
And it just went haywire. When he
Yeah.
did that pick 6, I was like, that's it.
wow.
Yeah, the pick six. When the pick six
'Cause
happened,
I
I was
thought they had a little bit momentum coming back. Like
Yeah.
they felt like they can do something. But when he did that, I was like, it's a wrap.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, that was it.
Well, the other thing is y'all have a young team.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And you have the opportunity to develop them over,
Mhm.
you know, in off season, add to it during the draft, you know, pick around what y'all need, and then give it a run again. Now, I don't know if y'all gonna get the same run that y'all did this year, you know, with all these coaching changes, but it's still the opportunity for y'all to.
So yeah, and we won't have the easy season
This
as
game-
we do next year. We play everybody that's in the playoffs.
yeah, yeah.
Well, I mean, my thing with that, you got an easy schedule is the same thing that they say, you know, about he ain't have this and this and the other. All these players go to practice every day, they lift weights, they follow a regimen, they get paid on Tuesdays. They came from D1 schools and all that. The competition is there. It's how they developed and they coaching. So I don't know, you know, some teams might be a little bit harder than others, but you know, as far as some things is concerned, but at the end of the day, they all are
Professional players.
professional football players.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah.
But go ahead.
it was like, you know, I was watching and I was like, okay, if he, like I said, if he wasn't gonna come out like he was in the last, I was like, if they don't hold that line, I just knew it. I knew just that was gonna happen. I just knew it. I knew it was gonna be Drake May. I said the defense, I wasn't really worried about the defense. It was the offense. And I kept saying, and when they played the Chargers, I was like, if he keeps playing like that, we ain't gonna have a chance.
Yeah, the offenses.
No. Because he was fumbling, he was doing all that. You can't do that in the playoffs. You play the best of the best. You can't be going in like that. So I was just grateful that we went again. And then, you know, we just had a good time. And it was so many people I hadn't seen in a long time. It was a really good Sunday.
That was good. That's
Yeah,
what.
Vanessa put up some. Vanessa is the queen
Queen
photography.
queen of dance, queen of
Yeah,
everything.
kudos to her every time, and it's gonna be an event because she gonna put
Yeah.
some pictures up, and so I
And
can watch the
I
pictures
got
and
three
videos.
more. I got three more coming to nationals. I think you got some payments on that day.
So yeah, I sent them out today.
Yes.
All the updates that.
And I'm still recruiting.
And she's freezing up over there.
Yeah,
Stacy is.
Yeah.
So
Well, I know Adrian, you saying that you enjoyed Bad Bunny. I did too. All of us said that we did. So what you guys think about, Jay-Z as the person that's responsible for these halftime shows? You think he's doing like a good job with that?
I
I
think
think he's doing a good job. I don't think they
doing a good job.
hating on him.
Yeah, yeah. And it's just good to know that there's a person of color in charge of that. That's big.
well, it's interesting because I went back and he came on in 2020, and in 2020 it was Shakira and J-Lo. Prior to him coming on, it was 2013 was Beyonce.
Right.
And then prior to Beyonce, it was 2007 with Prince.
Mm-hmm.
And then prior to that, it was Michael.
It's Michael.
So it had to change. It had to. So
Right.
him coming on now, and now I think after Bad Bunny, I think he does need to. I don't know that it needs to go country because country is not a large genre anymore. But I think he may need to make it a little pop, a little, something a little more. He needs to, let's just say he needs to swing back to the white audience.
Yeah, I was gonna say mix it up a little, as they can say.
Mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I've been on some posts and they've been talking about Chris Brown's. Somebody said,
I don't think they're gonna let him in there.
They definitely not gonna let Chris Brown in there, and after that Rihanna, Jay-Z definitely ain't putting him on no show.
I don't think they're gonna let him in there. That's why he created his own Super Bowl, his Chris Bowl or whatever he called it. But
I thought Rihanna and Chris Brown squashed all of that.
They did, but society is not gonna live that up.
Yeah, no, they ain't finna let that happen. I think they should go back to having multiple artists and doing a mixed thing. That's what I really think, But this is my thing with that. I don't care either way. Last year they had a whole lot to say about Kendrick, and Kendrick had something to say. This year they got something to say about Bama. These are the United States of America. We are a diverse country, and whatever they put up there is 13 minutes. You either watch it or you don't.
17 minutes. But they're going to go with the numbers too, because I think this time they were saying that the halftime was watched like
128 million views.
Yeah, so they're gonna Jay-Z doing his thing with that. I just wanted to just say, like, for him to be in charge of that, I am so proud of him. It was good to see the full black referee staff was all of them black.
All were black, and I heard all went to HBCUs.
Yeah, I heard that. So
that was awesome. And I'm glad they did something. It's Black History Month. I mean,
that's what I was thinking. Marie Taylor, the female, she was the first black female to, and she's doing her thing on NBC. I love her, but it was just good to see all of that excellence throughout the Super Bowl. So yeah, I was good. Coco Jones, I thought she did a good job.
I thought she did an amazing job.
Yeah, so
I did too.
It was just good. I took a lot of blackness from it, so I enjoyed it.
I did too.
Yeah,
I did too.
Well,
when I went back and watched it.
Horrible though.
And those that complained, it was too black.
Hey, they'll be okay.
You know what? They should have went to Clanchella. They should have went over there to Clanchella.
You said Clanchella.
That's where they should have went. Like,
yeah,
I don't have no alternative when I don't want to hear, Green Day or any of those other ones. I watch it. I enjoy it. I'm a lover of music, but it's music. You get up, you move, go eat, go do whatever you want to do, stretch your legs out. Yeah. But I don't have no alternative. Yeah. That's all.
They're making it sound like it's this full-blown concert. It's only for a few minutes.
It's only 17 minutes, I think they said.
Yeah.
Minutes. Yeah.
Like you can't listen to that for 17 minutes.
Or
And
like
like she said, if you don't want to, go refresh your drink,
You
get
have
your
a
day
whole bunch of
going,
stuff that you could
return
watch.
some text messages. There's all kind of stuff you can do for 13 to 17 minutes if you don't want to watch it.
Absolutely.
There have been plenty of years I didn't watch it.
Yep. So
And during February, let me just say, I'm a little more blackety black. So I was all in, and I loved it. And if people really listen to the message, some of them struggles that he was talking about affecting us still these days. So that's just my take on it. And when you go sit down and get your nails done at them people's shops, they be talking about you in your face and you don't have a clue as what they say.
Have a clue.
Y'all go get that braid hair, that them bundles and all of that. When I go to the authentic Mexican restaurant, I point to what I want. Okay.
Wow. Yeah, and he had all the people. I was, they was talking about ICE being there and all kind of stuff. So he had everybody that was in the like trees or whatever they were disguised as trees. You really couldn't see who was on those.
Yeah, I like that. Was cool.
Yeah.
And then they got paid like $2,000.
Yes, they got paid well to be trees.
And you got the Super Bowl experience.
Yes,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
that's
about
what I'm
giving people opportunities that you never would be able to get on them. Though these are the times that those happen, and I am just like super excited for it.
Yep.
Yeah. And they also had a little boy who was detained by ICE. They had him.
I loved it.
They had the lady from the restaurant who they've been trying to get her restaurant in what is it, Brooklyn or Manhattan?
Right.
Yeah,
taco place.
Yeah. And they've been trying to,
she has been
she's like, I'm not selling. So, it's the message. And then they changed the flag. He had the original flag.
The original
flag when they, came a part of the United States.
Yeah.
But it's amazing how, just looking, it's a part of the United States. But it's they make it sound like it's somewhere else, Caribbean.
Part of that came from when he was in office after when they had that hurricane. Remember, he went down there and said he had a great meeting with the president of Puerto Rico, and they bought into all of that. Yeah. Knucklehead, you the president of Puerto Rico.
But his message in the song, he just he delivered. He delivered.
I appreciated it.
Stuff. Yeah.
So we got these coaches that finally have landed. Everybody got somewhere to call home now, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The Raiders got them a Super Bowl champion for coach now. Did he sign his papers yet? Or he's still in celebrating mode?
I don't know. He may have signed. He probably signed him before the Super Bowl. They wanted to lock that up.
I know they had their parade today. That's why I was wondering, did he
sign
did he sign his papers yet?
She said yes for 5 years.
Okay.
Oh wow.
5-year deal.
Well, look at that. Go ahead, Raiders. And then Mike LaFleur went to Arizona, so everybody got somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everybody got somebody.
I was surprised though that Harbaugh hired Brian Callahan as
QB coach.
Yep, over there with him at the Giants. I'm kind of surprised and I'm not, but
why you surprised?
Yeah,
I just don't think that I didn't think that he would land there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's not where I didn't think that I didn't feel like him and Harbaugh would be, that was not somebody that Harbaugh would go get as his caliber of coaches.
Got it.
That's more so why I was surprised.
Okay.
For that. So this is what I want to know, and I've been trying to find it out all week, but I have not got a clear answer on it yet. However, so we had a coach of the year, NFL honors, which was Mike Vrabel, right?
Right.
How do they make these determinations of what's the criteria? Because yes, he went to the Super Bowl as a first year coach. However, McDonald was in the running too. Like, what made them? How do you come to that he was coach of the year?
Let's see. Do you think it should have been somebody else?
Well, how did he get it and the other Mike didn't get it? I just got questions.
Mm-hmm. I know they kept talking.
Both of your teams was in the Super Bowl, so
yeah, they were saying
does it boil down to?
Maybe because of how they did the turnaround. I don't know. Because, like I said, you at the bottom of the draft. What was he, number 4?
Yeah, so maybe it was like who turned their team around. I don't know. Like,
so I just Googled it. It says a head coach who leads a team to significantly outperform preseason expectations, usually through a major year-over-year improvement of 5 to 6+ wins. Overcoming adversity, first-year impact, the narrative surprise factor, teams that were projected to be underdogs or miss the playoffs yet win their division, make a deep run. The overcoming adversity was coaches who navigate massive in-season challenges such as major injuries or roster turnover. Offensive focus, the QB factor, winning coaches often do not have an elite MVP caliber quarterback, suggesting they win by maximizing a moderate roster. So Vrabel fit all of that.
He can fit that.
Okay. I was thinking that too because of, like I said, he was from the bottom.
Okay. Cool.
Defensive player of the year went to, of course, Myles Garrett.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of easy.
That was easy.
Especially when you saw Michael Strahan come out.
Rookie of the year went to Carson Schwitzger, which I was so happy for
him.
Yes, and he deserved it.
Yeah,
and I'm not just saying that because he on my team, but he absolutely deserves it. And his story, his stats, everything stack up. So I'm happy for them. For him especially as being the rookie that got that.
And they said that's the first time both have come from the same team since, like, I think 2002.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I am. I knew Myles was a no-brainer once he beat the sack record, but it was I didn't think that Carson would have got it, and I'm very excited for him for that.
That's good. That was good.
What y'all think about Matt Stafford being MVP?
As long as it wasn't Josh Allen.
We knew it was going to be. I knew it was going to be.
I thought it was going to be too.
Yeah, we kind of knew that.
Even with he's been in the industry in the league so long. I was like, oh, so looking at their stats, he was right above. I think he deserved it.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna. Yeah, I had already given that to Matt.
And like I said, he's been there for a while. I was just thinking too. I said they're gonna give it to him. When I saw that Vrabel got Coach of the Year, and I was like, Matt Stafford's gonna get.
They sure couldn't stop calling Christian McCaffrey name though.
They was gonna make sure he got something.
They was.
Oh, he got some things. He got multiple awards.
He did.
I think he got like 3.
3. Mm-hmm.
What was the third one? I know he got the military one and the comeback player of the year.
Hold on.
Those are the only 2 I thought he got.
I thought he got 3, or maybe he was
nominated for.
Yeah,
he was nominated for offensive player of the year also. Yeah, so he was nominated for more than one, but he received the combat player and the military service award that they gave away.
And he got the ground player. What's that? He got ground player, salute to service, and comeback player.
I don't know what the ground player. I missed that one.
Yeah, I knew it was 3 of them that he got, and I was like, yeah, now it got to be more. It's too many guys in this room for him to keep getting the same award.
Let's see what the ground player of the year
I'm
is.
I'm glad that for Jackson Smith and Jigba though.
Yeah, I was glad for
I
Jake
think
for
he
listening.
definitely deserved that.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hate that he got hurt, but he came back. But I hate that he didn't have a better game than he did.
Yep.
But I'm happy for for Walker getting the MVP award though. I mean, for the game. I'm happy for that for the Seahawks though.
Don't you know his story? His dad, that was his first game. That he
Yes, I
Oh wow, yeah.
in
Yes.
person. And when they were showing him, he looked it so uncomfortable. He said he don't like crowds, and you could tell. But
and he was mic'd up too.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, he did it all.
Yep,
So
he
he
was
said his
mic'd up.
agent actually got him to come because yeah, he couldn't get him to come. So that was really good.
I thought the
Yeah.
kicker was going to get MVP for a minute.
So
See?
right. Yeah, that kicker was
It could have went kind of either
it
way.
could have went any
Yeah.
kind of way. Walker really has stepped up. But I'm happy for him. Even like his whole story, like he wasn't even supposed to be here this long. You know
Right.
what I mean? Just happy for him, period. I'm glad sometimes to see us winning, and it don't always have to be the quarterback to be
The
the
quarterback.
MVP.
Right.
And they are finally sometimes give,
Well, in that game, they didn't have no choice because it would have. If it wasn't him, it would have had to be the kicker because those were the only.
he ran his legs
Unless
off.
you're going to give it to the whole defense, that was the only other option.
Right, because he ran his legs off literally
He did.
for that.
Yeah.
And I like the Walter Payton of the Year.
That's one of my favorite awards. I love to see who get that award because that's the one that does the work outside
It does.
the field. Yeah.
Right. That's when your person comes out, who you
Yes.
really are,
Yes.
comes out in that award. And
Yes.
I am that was something I did look up, like kind of to see how do they bring it, because you got 32 different guys that you're competing with that's doing something in their communities, whatever it may be. And but I felt like it was well deserved for him. Even when he said I wasn't even gonna come to here, like, he just like the homeboy, kind of like, I'm cool with what I do. I don't need no recognition for it. So it's always those that I definitely like for sure. Hey Movita. So yeah,
His
that's
story was good too about his mom. These guys and they losing their moms. It's awesome what they that they acknowledge that. My mom. It's about my mom, and I love that.
right. I do too.
Yeah.
So y'all, football season has wrapped up.
Yes, it has.
Yes.
It has wrapped up, and it's time for us to look at how do we improve our teams.
Before
Coming
we
with
go
this.
there, I know we just talked about all the goodness, but what do you think about James Pierce from Atlanta, the rookie?
That was so. Denise told me that he was a candidate for defensive rookie of the year,
He was in third place.
and to give your whole life,
Career.
everything that you done worked hard for,
With your career up.
to put your hands on that lady's daughter.
Oh wow.
Well, he
And
was
then outran the police.
Yeah. Well, no, what he did was he rammed into the back of her car. He was trying to get her to stop, and then he pulled around and hit her head on. So once the police got there, he tried to flee from the police and hit the police in the knee with the car. So now you struck an officer with your car and you resisted arrest. So it took like 5 or 6 cops. The video was crazy.
Well, so yeah, I didn't see that whole video, but I did read the story. So it was he on something? Is he having a mental health breakdown or like what? Because that's
broke up with him and she had blocked him from calling her or whatever. And then I think his story was she was cheating. Either way, You did
That
way
ain't
too
your
much.
daughter.
That
Like,
ain't your. That ain't
leave
even your
these
wife.
ladies,
And
leave these folks'
she's
kids
a
alone.
WNBA player. She plays for
Right. I
the
did
NBA.
see that.
Yeah. So you have two athletes. Yeah.
Well, and you saw Darren Lee got arrested for murdering his girlfriend Friday night.
Yeah.
Used to play for Ohio State. That was drafted first round by the Jets.
Yeah.
I just think I don't know. I don't know if it was the era of Similac they was on and they should have been breastfed babies instead of Similac babies,
Yeah.
or the water that they drinking. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
Donna, that was not his first time for them. They was talking about that he had these red flags before he was drafted.
You know,
Right.
I was listening to ESPN radio, I think it was Monday
Mhm.
morning, and they were talking about Darren Lee and James, and they were the subject came up. The speculation was how much does CTE play into this, and I'm not justifying it, and I don't think they were justifying it, but the question came up: how much does CTE play into this?
so for me, I think that is the new buzzword, like mental health is.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. That's
Because
how
it ain't
it feels
enough
too.
to really say CTE when you've been playing, but have you had hit-ons, injury? Like, do we have enough information on CTE to say that? And I'm not downplaying it from at no cost. But I believe with some of this, you be knowing what you doing.
Oh yeah, I think domestic violence is different because if
Oh,
it
I,
wait
was,
a minute. There's some candidates out there. That Antonio Brown. Oh,
yeah,
they need to hurry up and get to that brain.
yeah, but that was
Well,
that was before
well,
football. I don't care what you say.
with Darren, a couple years back, he was arrested for domestic violence against a girlfriend. So I'm wondering if this is the same girlfriend and his mother. Um, and they just cleared that case up about maybe like this time last year. So when I heard it Friday night, I was wondering if it was the same girl that he was arrested for the DV a couple of years back, which was here. And when he killed her, it was down in Tennessee. And I read today that the prosecutor is seeking the death penalty for him.
and as they should. Like, I
Mm.
just don't have no room for that. Like,
No.
you clearly have a issue.
Yeah.
And you took in somebody's daughter, sister, cousin, mama, cat, dog, whatever. Like, why should you just
Be free.
be
Yeah.
free to live? Now, so in some cases, I feel like you should suffer because you ain't gonna suffer no way. You gonna kill yourself because some of y'all just too weak to be able to withstand that. You
So
know
do
what I
you
mean?
think they'll start using this CTE like they do mental illness with some of these cases?
I do.
Mhm.
I do. Because when you see like the injuries and after injuries, that's the first thing that is CTE that comes up. It's not like it's wear and tear on the body. I can't walk because of this. There's automatically CTE. Your brain now telling your legs don't move. And I don't know if that's always the case. And I'm not negating like Tua, for example, he might be a candidate for it. You know what I'm saying? At this stage of life.
Yeah.
However, but some of these other ones, I don't know that I'm going to stamp that on them.
Mm.
And it's existent. I'm not negating that it is. I just don't think we have enough information on it to say yes.
Well, the problem is that you can't tell if they've got it till after they die.
That's true.
And
They,
that's a problem in itself.
mhm. So there has to be some way to determine if they have it now as a result, while they're still alive, as a result of them playing football. And, just like with anything in the medical field, I don't necessarily know that they want to know before they pass away
Right.
because
That
then
part.
they can't be culpable. There's no liability for the NFL if they're already dead.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So I don't know that we'll ever know the answer to that.
Because it got to be something that's showing that, like even with dementia and Alzheimer's and stuff,
Signs.
we know that it's the signs, it's different things. Your brain stem is starting to deteriorate, it's separating, different things like that. There has to be something when they do that MRI on your head that tells you that, you know, it's something. It got to be a spot or something that is showing, because if you can tell it when I'm dead, you got to be able to see that there's some kind of issue, some lack of brain frequencies or something when they test you. Like, I'm just like, not, you know,
we're not sold on it.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not all the way sold on that. Just like they always want to just automatically, you know, say it's mental health. It's mental health now. Everything is mental health. No, some of it is that you knew right from wrong and you chose to be wrong. And it don't make that mental health because you made a bad decision.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. But that's the first thing we want to say. Oh, they got mental health issues. You got to excuse them. No, I don't, because mental health people that are on a regimen, they know right from wrong.
Mm-hmm. Well, based upon what I read today with Darren Lee, if in fact they said the crime scene was one of the worst they've ever seen, in terms of blood.
Well, of course it was. Of course it was.
So I think even if they're able to determine it with CTE, I think the only thing that would do is maybe take the death penalty off the table. That boy is going to jail for the rest of his life.
And he should.
At the minimum.
As he should.
Wow. I hate
because the signs was there when you had a domestic violence against your mama. Now that's where we draw the line at.
Right. Beating up your mama? Yeah. That's a problem.
Mm-hmm. A total one.
Yeah.
Total one. But yeah, oh boy, in Atlanta gonna be without him this year, next year, and a couple years down the line.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Because aren't they all? He was charged with all felonies, so yeah.
Yeah,
they were.
That's a vehicular assault.
Yeah, vehicular. Attempt.
Vehicular assault. What they're gonna do is call it attempted vehicular homicide against a peace officer.
Yes.
That carries something additional on it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So then you're gonna plead down to vehicular assault, but you still got the vehicular and assault.
Well, he wasn't charged. He wasn't charged with anything vehicular. He was charged with aggravated battery with a deadly weapon because it was a car. Right, but it doesn't say vehicular.
But that's gonna be worse, aggravated.
And a felony count of aggravated stalking. So he's got 3 felony counts, which he's gonna plead down to maybe.
Yeah, because I was surprised he got a bond and was able to get out. I was
usually with stuff like that, and when they're assaults, they don't let you, at least in Ohio.
Because that agent, like, well, we gonna watch him. He's not a flight risk. He gonna submit his passport. All of that foolishness. Meanwhile, the Falcons attorneys is drawing up that paperwork and playing hit the road, Jack.
Yeah. The Falcons, because they was already saying, that they're doing their own investigation. So.
And trying to see how much money they don't have to pay him.
They don't have to pay him.
That's the key right there. How much they don't have to pay.
Yeah. I just really hate to see them go down that road, but hey, it's weird.
I hate it for all of our guys. That's why I just feel like, and they don't, if you have that much investment in your team as an owner and owners, these guys make you money.
Yep.
At some point, y'all have to care about some of their well-being, because it ain't easy to go replace your number one starters.
Not all of them.
Ain't easy all of them.
And they be a lot of them that get in trouble, and I don't think they have. Like, I know that the owners should do that. I'm even looking like I'm just always thinking about the Georgia Bulldogs. Them Georgia boys stay in trouble all the time, robbing stores and everything. And and like you said, you don't know their background, where they came from. They just play ball. And a lot of times they're not really kept with Georgia. Georgia's not looking out a lot of times for them, because they cannot. They be doing some crazy stuff down there in Athens. Like, really. Now, you be on the news. You see how they be doing this stuff.
Look at V. looking like?
Oh, I be hearing it. Like, I'm not a news person. I don't really watch the news. I get, like
No,
you
I
said,
just be hearing
but like
another
you
Georgia,
say, yeah,
another Georgia Bulldog did this.
oh,
Another
definitely. Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
the guy that was drafted to the Eagles.
yeah,
That
I
I thought he was
definitely,
gone. I didn't think he was gonna make it.
yeah. I definitely hear about those Georgia Bulldogs all the time.
I just don't think they.
be right. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So,
But then
like you said they need a couch on Tuesday. Everybody has to have, some
They
type
need
of.
to. It should be a requirement at least once a month. If I owned a team, if I was the owner, we gonna have some conversations, okay? I'm gonna bring some folks in. I want you to know because again, like you said, some of these guys don't always come from a well orchestrated family. You know what I mean? Some of them, this was their way out to go back and get their siblings and try to help them out. So everybody ain't raised. I get that. But at some point, you gotta protect your investment, right?
Yep.
So then what's the excuse for the veteran players? The players like
Well, they just stupid.
like Kellen Winslow Jr. or what's the one? Darren what's the one he went to jail, played for? Oh, Darren, what's Darren's last name?
The one from Atlanta.
There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them,
right?
Oh, he's stay in jail.
I don't know if he was in the league at the time. Sherman, he did something one time too. Sherman and what's the other guy?
Running across
Quite a few of them.
the highway with
Domestic
90
stuff.
pounds of cocaine. Come on, Nate Newton. Why are you running across the
Why
highway?
do you have drugs anyway?
But but with Nate, like you're saying, that's been so long ago. That's not what he's currently doing. We're talking about people that's currently.
I just mean
like when Nate did it, like you said, that was so long ago. This man is a whole changed, different person. But if
I understand that, but I guess my point is, what do we? At the time, he had been in the league for a while. So what
Right.
made him think that he needed to go be a Nino Brown? He didn't need the money.
But at that time, guess what? They didn't even do nothing to them when they was in the league doing stuff. It was a whole different ball game back then.
A lot of times they don't. Sometimes they don't.
Right. Baby, they was doing whatever they needed to do.
And Ray Lewis, don't forget about him.
Ray Lewis
was different. Yeah. So, like you're saying, but now once you repeat it, and like you said, when you're young, you do young things sometimes. But when you're older, like the guy from Atlanta, I think his last name is Anderson or Adams, he was the running back. He stayed in trouble and he played with the Falcons for years. You 50-something years old, you still going to jail? Like,
I mean, they pulling healthcare fraud, and they trafficking drugs, and I know it's not football, it's basketball, but them knuckleheads that just got that gambling ring in the NBA. I mean, Chauncey Billups was a 2-time whatever. He's a coach, and you're like, what are you thinking? So even the veteran players got issues. It's not just the young ones; it's the veteran players as well.
And I think they get caught up.
I was gonna say get tied up or caught up in something.
They get caught up in something. That gambling ring is something different.
Yeah.
That gambling is something to have a gambling issue is bad as smoking crack on some days. You might come home and don't know if your family gonna have a house. So that gambling can go a whole different, especially if you gambling with the mob.
Yeah.
You can't play. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at Emmanuel Classic from the Guardians here. You was on point, playing, pitching good, and all of that. Then all of a sudden you went down. Well, now we know you throwing the game.
There's quite a few of them that was in the league, and especially like NBA, and just have $0 right now.
Yeah,
they got a gambling. Yeah.
Yes. So I understand. I don't understand it. Some of them, the young ones, I can get it this way a little bit, but the rest of them, you just too old for that. And at some point you had to grow up. Somebody had to tell you something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like the guy I was talking about, that's his name, Jamal Anderson. He played for Atlanta.
Yeah.
like I say, but he's still in 2026. You're still getting arrested in LA and stuff. Like I don't guess he gonna ever get it, but he's did some weird stuff since he's been out of the league, and he just stay in trouble.
And what they doing? They blaming that on CTE too?
I don't know, but they keep taking him to jail. I do know that.
Yeah, that because they that's what they gonna do.
Yeah, he can't have no money. So. All right, drafting. What we doing? What y'all doing? What y'all gonna do to make y'all team better?
Girl, you need a defense. Like it ain't no tomorrow. I know you ain't talking about y'all team, because sweetheart, y'all need a defense, baby. You want to talk about it? Lord have mercy. I just got finished telling Stacey she wanted to be talking about my team, and I'm like, last I checked, y'all can't stop a run on nothing. Like, help me make it make sense for me about what them boys gonna do. Y'all done went and stole the DC from the Eagles. Jerry gonna run his checkbook this year, he say. So what is y'all gonna do?
Defense, we gotta get defense. We gotta get some defense.
Who y'all looking at? Who would you want?
I think they want this kid. They would love to have a kid from Ohio State.
He ain't gonna be on the board at 12 when y'all come for him.
He ain't gonna be on the board.
Reese. He ain't gonna be on the board at 12 when y'all. He wanted the top 5 to go.
Yes,
Reese or Downs. Averill Reese or Caleb Downs.
Downs. But they're hoping that some of the other teams pick like some offensive players. So some of these defensive players will be there, but this is not a very strong offensive draft this year. It's a lot of good defense. So
it is, and it's not a lot of quarterbacks. I know a lot of these teams need quarterbacks. And like, I guess my question is, are they drafting quarterbacks are they picking these quarterbacks because they elite, or are they picking them just because they desperate for a quarterback?
So like the one from Indiana, that's probably the most favorable one. That's
number one,
right? That's it.
The Raiders if they smart, gonna snatch him because they need a QB.
They need a QB, yeah.
And they go number one, so he's subject to go number one out the door right then and there.
Well, they might get them somebody in free agency. What you think? I mean, I don't know. I think free agency is gonna shake up what people are gonna do in the draft.
I think so too, but I think it's gonna be a lot of trading up and trading around for some positions as well.
Yes.
I personally, for me, hope that they don't go get a quarterback out the draft. This just is not a good draft class for QBs, and I hope that they don't. I hope that they focus on that O-line. They said the old boy, what's his name that y'all think is so fine that be out there? Njoku gave a letter. He don't want to play no more. Good. Get rid because you wasn't doing nothing anyway.
Right.
Your finger hurt and you can't play for 6 games. Get your ass out of here. I don't care. Everybody else was sad. He was good them first years that he was here, but yeah, he ain't served us no purpose lately. So I am definitely hoping that we go for
he was a tight end.
He was a tight end. But then we have one. We got Fannin. So hopefully they'll get somebody in free agency to add to that. Fannin isn't that bad. But we need some receivers.
Max Crosby to the Cowboys.
We need to receiver. I would say a receiver and O-line.
Yeah, we need some bad because I hope they send that Jerry Jeudy with his dropping ball self on to
with y'all drafting that Stacey.
We got 2. We got number 6. We got 2 picks in the first round.
I think it's 6 and 22.
22.
So we have 12 and 20. So I don't know. I just got a feeling that we're gonna trade. We don't have a second. So I just think they're going to do something to get us a second because we don't have a second. I'm not even sure if we have a third. I know we just have 2 firsts, 12 and 20. So it's going to be interesting what they do through free agency. a lot of talk has been about Max Crosby coming to the Cowboys. I don't know if he want to leave the Raiders, but I think
thought I read something that said, and it could have been, you know how they.
I heard something about he was coming over this way.
I heard he was leaving the Raiders. Now I did hear that.
yeah,
In a couple different buzzes,
yeah,
like over the last couple days,
yeah.
that he is potentially considering leaving the Raiders.
I heard
Yeah.
something about the Patriots.
Yeah, I think he wants to stay.
Donna
And
said that was fake news. He's not leaving the Raiders.
Well, we'll see.
I don't think he wants to, but
We gonna see.
I think what's best for the team, I think they'll get what they were saying. You know how they get rid of a player and his contract and all that. So that's what whatever, if they do, I know they were saying like by March the 15th, we'll know. But I don't think he'll be a Raider next year. I just don't think. I don't know where he'll go, but I don't think he'll be in the Raiders next year.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
And now y'all got a new quarterback over there, young guy. Maybe him and Brady gonna get together and try to make some things happen, and bring the team back. But I don't think Crosby gonna be over there either. And they better go for Mendoza because Gino ain't the answer. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Gino is definitely not the answer. But yeah, I would like to see a couple old linemen come, maybe one, a couple, two defensive players. They can send the little boy to Atlanta and then maybe get us another backup quarterback. It don't need to come out the draft though.
Said the little boy.
I don't, and then I'll be good,
So you think with y'all first, you said number 6, y'all will take somebody on the offensive line?
or a receiver.
Receiver.
Yeah. Yep.
It bet not be a quarterback.
Yeah, we don't need no quarterback. We got enough of them. We playing spades with them.
Quarterbacks.
I hope y'all do, because we want everybody above us to take all the offensive players so that you can leave us some good defensive. Something on the
By
bone.
12, I don't know if them old Ohio State boys gonna still be on the board.
Yeah. I know they're not.
That on the defense, but you never know, because when I looked at that draft order, everybody need everything ahead of us. You know what I'm saying? Like you got the Giants,
Raiders,
the Jets, the Raiders, and the Cardinals.
The Giants probably won't go offense unless they do linemen, because they already have their quarterback pretty much, running back. So I can't. Yeah, they probably won't. So yeah, the defense is gonna be heavy this year. That's what I think.
Yeah, definitely. I just need like 1 or 2 pieces on my defense. Other than that, I'm good with mine.
I just need us to figure out how to get a 3rd round pick, because a second, because we don't have a second. We need to get one of those. So I can see some trading and some willing and dealing so that the Cowboys will have a pick in the 2nd round.
And who y'all gonna give up? So y'all franchise Pickens, right?
Oh, we tagged. Yeah, we haven't yet paperwork, but they're gonna tag him.
Okay.
Yeah, they're gonna tag him.
So who y'all gonna give up? Who you want to see leave, or
Well, they may just give up the pick. Like they may give them that 1 pick. You got 2 in the first, so I don't know if it'll be like a pick and a person. So we'll have to see. I would like to see Pickens stay with the boys. I know they're gonna tag him.
I know. Somebody just said Pickens is staying with them boys.
And what about is CD? Have y'all worked on him catching, making sure he hold on to that ball?
CD gonna be all right. CD still number. Okay. He's still like the one of the top receivers, and CD good. He's not like your Judy guy. Yeah, CD good.
Listen, I don't know who is like Judy. I don't know who is like.
CD good. Yeah, CD gonna be all right.
That's true. Ain't nobody like Judy.
I'm gonna a spade all day long.
Yeah.
If y'all don't get that man up out of here and send him on back to the South where he belongs, Let him go play in the sand. Like, I don't care where they send him.
He got to go. He got to go.
Wow.
So, yeah, we're gonna work on our defense. I'm excited to see what Christian Parker is going to do with our defense. He's hired some really good people to work alongside of him, and I'm glad they've given him the opportunity to him and Shotty to get who they want. So yeah,
because I see y'all got some color over on that coaching sideline now.
Yeah.
Look at Jerry. Okay, Jerry.
What's she called? What Stacy call him? Jerry Leroy.
Jerry Leroy. Then let them hire some of them colors over there.
Jerry Leroy said he's tired of y'all talking about them Cowboys.
I hope he is. Mal, what you want to see done in the offseason with your team so that y'all can go back to the playoffs?
We need another receiver.
For sure.
That left tackle, what's his name from LSU? I think they need to change his position. I think he needs to be a guard. I was just like, I don't know what he was doing that whole Super Bowl. I was like, what? That whole side needs to be worked out. But the whole line was just crumbling, and I was like, what is going on? But I know they had gotten, he was injured at the beginning of the season. He came back from an injury, which no excuses. I'm not even saying that, but I think we need to look at replacing somebody in that position anyway. He's a rookie. They got him from LSU. He's the one that went up there and said, "I'm gonna protect Dre May with my life."
And he left Drake May out there
to dry.
Okay, being for himself, swimming in the deep with no life vests. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Free to Thrive. What do I think about Jim Schwartz? As far as a DC, he was good. I think that I like how the Browns played their hand with him. Like, yeah, you're gonna retire or not? They still holding his contract, so they can possibly get a pick and trade for him as well. So I like how they did that. As a person, no, I don't like him. He got a terrible attitude. And you sent a letter of resignation the day that your defensive players was receiving their awards. And that just speaks volume to me. Everybody that knows I'm a person of loyalty, and he shouldn't have never been the head coach as far as I was concerned. He ain't do nothing when he was with Detroit. But they probably should have had a different conversation with him. But the way he left and stormed out of there and had a tantrum at 60-something years old, like he was 2, yeah, I can't do that at all. So good luck to whoever land with him. He's a hell of a DC coach. But I'm glad the Browns are handling him just as they are. That's one thing they got right. It ain't much, but they did get that right.
You got that right. All right.
Yeah. So, that's all I got. What y'all got?
Football is over, and we will be in these draft streets.
Yeah. Next.
Stay tuned for Black Women Love Football in Pittsburgh draft weekend. We working on something big there. So if you attend a draft, plan on hanging out.
That's good.
I'm locking that down as we speak. Don't forget to register for nationals. It's about 18 teams represented. The top 3 is Eagles, Browns, Commanders, and then them boys come in with like 1 or 2 people. Nothing much. They ain't making no noise. Nothing really major.
That's what I like that. Because baby, when we hit, we're gonna hit hard. I'm letting
you just get your registration in. Because right now it's only about
y'all. How you start is how you finish. We got
I'm just saying. I'm just lighting a little bit of fire up under y'all. That's it.
Hello. What did you just say the numbers were?
So at for the top as registered, and let me say this. And folks that have
register.
submitted their registration form back, and it tallies who when you put on there what
Okay,
team.
okay, so you haven't gotten the rest of them then, because I got
So
three.
right now,
Mhm.
the Eagles are sitting on top, and then the Browns are behind them,
And what's
and
the
then the
number?
Commanders, and then them boys.
What's the number?
So the Eagles have 8. The Eagles have 8. The Browns have 7. The Commanders have 5, and them boys have 4.
Ooh, so everybody else is under 4.
Are we already passed that, Stacy?
They ain't sent their registration forms back.
Okay, we got.
So get your people together because it
Yeah, I'm
automatically.
just saying, I got 3 more
into
that
the
just
thing.
did it, but you just said you sent it out today. But that we should already have.
I sent them out this
Cowboys.
morning. No, I only have the only registration forms from the Patriots that I have is you and Vanessa. And
Ladies,
let me see.
get them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you jumping on me. No, it's 3 of y'all. I'll take that back. Y'all got 3. Like, get your people together. I'm just recording. It's a link. AV. It's a link they click, they fill it out, and it populate, and then they send it to me. That's all I'm saying. So it ain't populated. It said that the Patriots got more than 3 registered for these nationals.
She called it out.
And I know y'all on the group chat, so go on and drop it in the group chat and say it's only showing 3 that have submitted their red. That's all I go by. Okay.
Dre.
I don't know what team you are on when it comes to me. Okay.
I gotta get on them about that. I was steady recruiting. I wasn't getting
recruit and tell them to fill their forms out. Everybody got their emails.
Okay.
And if they don't, let me know. I'll send it back out. But as of right now, the Eagles is sitting up top and the Browns is right up under them. I keep telling y'all, say what y'all want about them Browns, but them brown and orange girls, they come through. That's all I got to say, right?
So
meet us in Charlotte, July 9th through 12th.
Send me the link. I'll do it for
www. If you got the letter, she got the same letter. www.blackwomenlovefootball.com. As for me, Adrian Mal, we out of here. Happy Black History Month.
Hold on. If you have some time this weekend, watch on Peacock History of the Black Quarterback. I have not watched it. Somebody told me about it this week, but it's
Is
on
that
Peacock.
the one with Mike Vick?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I watched that when it came out on Netflix last year.
Okay, well, if somebody needs something to do and you haven't watched it, check out History of the Black Quarterback on Peacock.
It's amazing. Yes, it is super amazing.
So,
good night, ladies.
Good night, everybody. Have a good one.
Bye. Good night, everyone.
I gotta jump on another call.